Do you know what mentally strong people avoid doing? Welcome to Brainy Dose, where we unravel the mysteries of the human mind. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that could radically shift your perspective on self-improvement. We're talking about the behaviors and thought patterns that mentally strong individuals typically avoid. These are the unseen forces that shape their resilience and fortitude, the hidden keys to their success. Mental strength isn't about having an iron will or being emotionless. Rather, it's about learning to regulate thoughts, manage emotions, and behave productively despite the challenges that life throws our way. It's about setting healthy boundaries, maintaining self-confidence, and prioritizing our own needs and goals. By understanding what mentally strong people don't do, we can gain insights into how to build our own mental strength. So buckle up, folks. Let's dive in and discover the 7 things mentally strong people don't do. Firstly, mentally strong people don't worry about what others think. They understand that people's opinions are as varied as the stars in the sky, and trying to please everyone is a task as futile as trying to count those stars. Instead, they chart their own course, focusing on their individual goals and values. Their decisions are not a reflection of what society expects or what their peers are doing, but rather a manifestation of their personal beliefs, desires, and aspirations. They recognize the power of self-confidence and how it fuels their journey towards their dreams. This confidence is not built on external validation or applause, but on their own self-worth. They respect others' opinions but are not controlled by them. They are their own compass, navigating the sea of life with self-assured determination. They maintain self-confidence without being swayed by external judgments. They stand strong, unshaken, like a lighthouse amidst the tumultuous waves, guiding their own way forward. Secondly, mentally strong people avoid overthinking. This doesn't mean they don't think at all, but rather, they strike a balance between thoughtful consideration and decisive action. They understand the value of time and the importance of moving forward. They don't let themselves get stuck in analysis paralysis, where every option is turned over and over until it's impossible to make a decision. Instead, mentally strong individuals apply critical thinking. They weigh the pros and cons, consider the risks and rewards, and then they make their move. They realize that forward momentum, however imperfect, is better than stagnation. They also know that every decision carries a certain level of risk. There's always the chance of failure, of unexpected challenges, of unforeseen consequences. But instead of being paralyzed by these uncertainties, they embrace them. They believe in their ability to adapt, to learn, to grow. They accept that no decision is perfect and are confident in their ability to handle the consequences. Thirdly, mentally strong people don't beat themselves up. There's a world of difference between healthy accountability and toxic self-criticism. While it's vital to accept responsibility for our actions and their outcomes, wallowing in self-blame does more harm than good. Mentally strong individuals understand this delicate balance. They hold themselves accountable when things go wrong, but refrain from harsh self-judgments that can stifle progress. They view failures and mistakes not as personal shortcomings, but as valuable lessons. Each stumble is an opportunity to learn, to improve, to rebuild. Instead of dwelling on their mistakes, they analyze them, learn from them, and move on. This approach allows them to transform negatives into positives, using their experiences to fuel personal growth and development. They also practice self-compassion, treating themselves with the same kindness and understanding they would extend to a good friend. They recognize that everyone stumbles, everyone falls. This fosters growth and self-compassion. Fourthly, mentally strong people don't waste energy wishing things were different. They understand that life isn't always fair and that circumstances aren't always ideal. But instead of being stuck in a cycle of what-ifs and if-onlys, they choose to accept reality as it is. Instead of wishing for different circumstances, they channel their energy into adapting and making the best out of the situation, no matter how challenging it might be. They embrace change, they embrace adversity, and they transform these into opportunities for growth and learning. They understand that dwelling on what cannot be changed only results in wasted time and energy. It's about focusing on the present, on what's happening right now. It's about taking action, no matter how small, to improve their current situation. They focus on what they can control and let go of what they can't. Because in the end, it's not the circumstances that define us, but how we respond to them. Fifthly, mentally strong people avoid feeling sorry for themselves. Now, this doesn't mean they're emotionless statues. They experience the full range of human emotions, from joy to sorrow, just like anyone else. The difference lies in how they handle these emotions, especially the negative ones. When faced with a setback or disappointment, it's all too easy to slip into a cycle of self-pity and despair. But mentally strong individuals resist this pull. They acknowledge their negative emotions without letting them take over. They don't allow themselves to wallow in self-pity or let their problems define them. Instead, they cope with discomfort in healthy ways. They might engage in physical activity, seek support from loved ones, or practice mindfulness techniques. They understand that discomfort is a part of life, not something to be avoided at all costs. Above all, they maintain a focus on gratitude. They appreciate what they have, even when things are tough. They understand that every experience, good or bad, is a chance to learn and grow. Even in tough situations, they keep their focus on gratitude. Sixthly, mentally strong people don't complain to people who can't help. It's natural to vent when life throws curveballs at you. However, venting to those who can't affect change is like pouring water into a sieve, draining energy without yielding results. Mentally strong individuals understand this and steer clear of such futile exercises. Instead, they bring their concerns to individuals who can help. These could be mentors, coaches, or anyone in a position to offer support or solutions. They recognize the value of constructive criticism and active problem solving. They don't merely complain about their circumstances, but seek ways to improve them. Rather than using their words as a venting channel, they use them as a tool for change. They communicate effectively and assertively, expressing their issues and proposing possible solutions. They understand that every word and every action can be a step towards change. They use their words constructively to create change. Lastly, mentally strong people don't rehash things they can't change. They understand the futility of dwelling on past mistakes, situations beyond their control, or roads not taken. Instead, they view these as lessons learned, stepping stones that led them to where they are now. This acceptance doesn't mean they ignore their past. Quite the opposite. They reflect on it, draw wisdom from it, and then they let it go. They channel their energy towards what they can manage, what's within their sphere of influence. They don't waste time and energy on what-ifs or should-haves. They concentrate on the present moment, the only moment they can truly control. They focus on the actions they can take now, the decisions they can make today, and the future they can shape with these choices. They fix what's fixable and accept what cannot be changed. This acceptance isn't resignation, but a powerful form of strength and resilience. So these are the 7 things mentally strong people don't do. First, they don't worry about what others think. They understand that their decisions are their own, and they are confident in their choices, regardless of external judgments. They march to the beat of their own drum, placing value on their own goals and ideals above the opinions of others. Secondly, mentally strong individuals don't overthink. They understand the importance of critical thinking, but they don't allow themselves to fall into the trap of analysis paralysis. They make decisions confidently, recognizing that no choice is perfect, and they are prepared to deal with the consequences. Thirdly, they don't beat themselves up. They hold themselves accountable for their actions, but they don't let failures or mistakes lead to toxic self-criticism. Instead, they view these experiences as opportunities for growth and learning, fostering self-compassion along the way. Fourth, they don't wish things were different. They understand the importance of acceptance and making the best out of any situation, rather than wasting energy dwelling on what cannot be changed. Fifth, they don't feel sorry for themselves. They experience negative emotions just like anyone else, but they don't let these feelings lead to self-pity or despair. Instead, they focus on gratitude and coping with discomfort in healthy ways. Sixth, they don't complain to people who can't help. They understand the importance of constructive communication and bring their concerns to those who can affect change, rather than venting to those who can't. And finally, seventh, they don't rehash things they can't change. They focus on what they can manage, fix what's fixable, and accept what cannot be changed. They understand the value of moving forward, rather than dwelling on past mistakes or situations beyond their control. In each of these points, we see that mental strength involves setting healthy boundaries and prioritizing one's own needs and goals. It's not about being invincible, but about navigating life's challenges with resilience, confidence, and grace. Building mental strength requires self-awareness, dedication, and the willingness to overcome self-destructive thoughts and behaviors. Start today and cultivate your mental strength.